We've got the women's B 1500 metres up here. 13 competitors. Can't quite see how many we've actually got on the start line. Does look like we have a pacemaker on the outside there as well, so hopefully we can get some PBs in this race. I think this is our third or fourth pacer of the night. Haven't seen too many, but when we have seen them, we've seen plenty of quick times.
Thanks, ladies. We're about to go. On your marks.
So off and racing in this women's B 1500 metres. Everyone's gone out at a pretty even pace. The pacemaker's going to go to the front. Then it looks like we've got Rhodes from Geelong Guild sliding into the lead behind the pacer, and Sophie Coltish in second. But already it's bunched up. Bit of a gap between the field and the pacemaker, so no one really wants to be right behind the pacemaker on her heels. But as I say that, the Western A's athlete is going to move into the lead. So it looks like that's Mackerel. Sitting behind her is Jason, invitational athlete, and then Gerardy in third there. So strung out a bit more now, a bit packed towards the back of the pack. But everyone's got enough room to be running nicely here. So the pacemaker's doing her job well, spread the field out, and everyone's just happy to sit behind. So come up to the 400 metres here. Looks like they're going to go through in about 70, 71. So they're moving nicely, on track for sub 430, which would, I'm sure, be a PB for a lot of these girls. Still Mackerel out front, and then Jason behind her, and Gerardy in third. The Bendigo athlete there in row, sitting in fourth, just trying to attach herself to that pack as we see these two front runners move away with the pacemaker. As it comes through 600 metres here in about 1:48, so bang on 3-minute pace, which is on track for a 4:30. So we can see some packs starting to open up here. It looks like Gerardy and Rowe are going to be in no man's land here. Got about 10 metres on the people in front of them and behind them. And we can see these lead three just splitting up a bit. The pacemaker doing her job well, trying to keep them on an even pace. Mackerel's just going to have to hold on. So too Jason. She doesn't want to end up in no man's land. As they come through the 800 metres here in about 2:24, 2:25. So that's about a 73, 74 lap there. So that's all right, a 3-second difference between the first and second lap. It's not too bad on the 1500 metres. Just got to try and hang on here as the field is well and truly spread out. You can see gaps everywhere in this field, but hopefully they can use that to their advantage and try and pick off the person in front of them as they come into the last 600 metres of this race. So everyone's moving nicely. No one's really out of it. We've seen some big comebacks so far this meet, so anyone can come from anywhere. Just constant 5-metre gaps between each athlete, it looks like. So as they come through the K, 3:05, so they have slowed a bit, but Mackerel, she's looking strong. Jason's behind her. And then it looks like Baker coming in third there. So these three are probably the three favourites. Rowe and Gerardy are going to have to continue to move through this field if they want to get in on the podium. But it's all Mackerel out front. She's got about 5 metres on Jason, who's got a couple of metres on Baker. So Baker's been moving well. In fact, that's O'Brien, who's moving through the field as they go through 1200 in about 3:42, 3:43. O'Brien from Wellington really starting to get a move on here. She's going to challenge Mackerel from Western A's. She's led it from gun to tape. She's done the hard work, had to sit behind the pacer and just stick in when the pacer stepped off. But it looks like it's going to be O'Brien who's, well, no, as I say that, Mackerel, she's found another gear. And geez, she's really started to wind it up. 150 to go. She's going to kick away from O'Brien. O'Brien had to work hard to catch up, and it looks like she's just spent some energy there as Mackerel's going to kick away from the field with 100 to go. O'Brien's going to have to settle for second, and Jason's going to get third. But it's Mackerel from Western A's out front. She's going to take the win just over 4:30. She's finished strong, 4:34. Then O'Brien, and then looks like Jason for third as the rest of the field comes through. Starting to get dark here at Box Hill. Got the spotlight on the finish line as the women's B race comes across the finish line. So some fast running there. Everyone under 4:48.
That was a good finish.